Oh, you want to start this one?
We went to go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem on Saturday, I think.
Sunday.
It was really fun. I really enjoyed that movie. Mm-hmm. It was definitely something for kids, like something that the whole family can see and enjoy. Definitely think that you should take your kids out to go see this one. Mm-hmm. What did you like about the movie? What did you think of it?
I thought it was a really fun movie. We got the chance to see it in 3D. It wasn't as packed out, but it was like the movie came out Wednesday. We went to go see it around Sunday.
Yeah.
It wasn't too late of a showing. I believe it was like 6:30. Saw a few families in there with their kids, mostly sons. Girls should see this movie too, but you could definitely tell this has got like a Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers vibe. A lot of little boys is in there. He's doing a little kung fu and stuff like that, running around. So it was just fun. I was like, man, I can't wait to bring my kids to the movies for sure. My future kids. But I really enjoyed the movie. Don't want to jump into like what I like about it right away, because I can't even think of something like at the top of my head. But I like the fact that Sethrogan, he opened the movie with a personal message to everybody who went to go see it. It reminded me of when Tom Cruise did that with Top Gun. I thought that was a nice touch because he produced this movie. And when you think of Sethrogan's career, he actually came a long way since the 2010 comedy era to him now producing a big brand like Ninja Turtles. That's a big achievement in his career, and you could tell it was something special. He wrote it too.
Yeah,
he was one of the writers, and actors. He did voiceover acting as well. So kudos to him and that team. They did a really good job with the movie. Yeah. We didn't want to see it in 3D, but we ended up seeing it in 3D because of time issues. We had when they got not lunch, but a late dinner. And this was like the last showing. And so we went to see it in 3D. And I'm glad we went to see it in 3D.
Yeah, I didn't want to see it in 3D ahead of time. But honestly, it was like it heightened the experience a lot. It really did. I really did enjoy it. The last 3D movie we saw was Avatar. Yeah. And actually, that might have been like that was like my second ever 3D movie. Mm-hmm. And Avatar, it was crazy. But I think I was like, it's Avatar. Like, it's gonna be crazy. But this was it was really good for it to be 3D. I wasn't really expecting to enjoy it the way I did.
I had no intention to go see this movie in 3D, but we went to see it in 3D and it was amazing, man. The art style is really cool. It kind of reminded me of Spider-Verse, Miles Morales, but it's a little different. It's a little rougher. And I know I watched a few videos where they said that they was going for like if it was teenagers who was doodling in their book. And I definitely think they achieved that. Yeah, definitely. So just the art style was really cool within itself. So when you see it in 3D, it actually looked like the subway graffiti in Harlem. Like slap you in the face. It was cool. I even reached my hand out a couple of times being silly, trying to touch a few things, but the movie was beautiful. It was very beautiful, very well done. The voice acting was good. The voice actors actually sound like teenagers. I think they may be teenagers.
I think they were.
And that gave it this nice touch. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoyed the 3D experience. I enjoyed the message before the movie and all of that stuff. So I guess we could just hop into some things that we do like. Yeah,
I really love the story in this one. It was a very different story from what you would expect from like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of movie. And then I really enjoyed the kind of the twist, not really the twist, but towards the end, how there's a lot more camaraderie between the people that are normally their enemies. That's something I thought was very unique for them to go with that. And then, I think, well, let me give it to you. What did you think about the story? I don't want to spoil it too much.
I really enjoyed the story. Right away, they built the empathy for the characters, so they got our attention. They made us emotionally invested into the story right away. When the turtles, they was like, oh, we got to get back to the sewer. He was like, oh, but no, we want to go to the movies. They went to like this outdoor movie somewhere in Brooklyn, I believe. And, you know, they was kicking it, having fun, being teenagers.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you know, they hit us with the emotional punch where we actually saw that they was deeply sad. They were sad because they didn't want to live in the sewer. They want to mingle amongst humans and go to the Beyonce concert and things like that. And the way they was able to do that was they had certain B-roll playing in slow motion of humans, just human interaction.
Right, yeah.
And as they walked off, they really emphasized that. And, you know, immediately that was the emotional draw right there for the movie to get people invested. Yeah. So the story was really good. Yeah. I like how the Master Splinter character story arc kind of paralleled Superfly's character. Right, yeah. You know, he's not a villain, but he definitely...
They had similar values. They had
similar
similar
They both
ideals.
had trauma.
Exactly,
they both had some trauma that they didn't deal with, and the trauma held them back, and they was like, well, we don't like humans. Yeah. You know, that was their thing. We don't like humans, except for the Superfly was like, we don't like humans and we gonna get rid of humans.
Exactly right, yeah.
So that was the only difference there. But I think they really paid close attention to the story. The setup and the payoffs was pretty good in here. Right. I liked at the end, remember when they finally, you know, got over their hump and they finally got accepted by humans and they went to their high school. And they go in there and they scared. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, all the humans is clapping, and you know April is there and stuff like that. It was a huge contrast between that than the beginning when they was looking at you know the humans interacting with each other and feeling left out, feeling like they couldn't live their full life.
One of the things I really liked about that too was, you know, in the beginning of the movie it was nighttime, but then when they went to the school at the end it was daytime, so it was like almost like they were coming into the light, literally, you know, and like actually being accepted as who they were. And I really liked that's kind of like where the story ended, because I don't know if the story would have been as good as they were like, yeah, you do save the world, but you got to go back. You gotta go back into hiding.
But back to the story.
Exactly, yeah. Like,
you know, and that wasn't the story. It wouldn't have been the same story, right?
Been the same.
The whole story was they wanted to not just be condemned to the sewers. They wanted to be up here with the humans and live life. So
I thought it was a nice. I don't remember that ever happening like in the old Ninja Turtle stuff. So I think that was a good choice that they
I can't even remember. I got to go back and watch the OG Ninja Turtle movies. Yeah. Those are like my favorites.
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
Man, they did a really good job with the Vanilla Ice song. They even have Vanilla Ice payback. What is it, payback or flashback in the movie when they was doing some fight scenes, and then they played that "Go Turtles, go go." It was real quick. But I love the 90s nostalgia. The soundtrack was amazing.
The soundtrack was crazy.
Yeah, the soundtrack was really amazing. They had a lot of what's the song with Busta Rhymes? Giddy up. Yeah. Boy, that song used to be so hype back in the day, and it went off in this movie, and it looked so good when the Turtles was like doing their thing. So yeah, I thought this was a really cute, a really nice origin story.
Oh yeah, I would say that. Yeah. One of the things I really love too, because since you mentioned origin story, remember the part where Master Splinter was like, "I'm gonna tell you the story about how I found y'all and everything."
Yeah, that was so cute.
I really love that part because the turtles were just so. I love turtles, by the way. It's like one of my favorite animals. And they showed them as baby turtles, and I was like, man, they just was so cute.
I really like the I said the art style, the music. Yeah. I really like the origin stories between the professor, the one who created the chemicals, because the reason why he did that was he was lonely. Exactly. And he was trying to create a family. Exactly. So he was trying to, I'm about to say not corrupt, but he was trying to create, these mutants, I guess, to be his family. That's how lonely he was. So that was a huge theme, like, throughout the movie. Yeah, was loneliness.
That and family, you know, because I thought it was great when the part when they finally meet Superfly, and they did an excellent job of subverting your expectations, because you thought, oh, now it's about to be this huge fight. And it was the opposite. He was like, "Oh, what's up, man?
We cousins. Come kick it with us."
Right. I was like, "Yo," and then the little lizard guy, comes up and like, "I love your vibe." Yeah, I loved all of that.
I love your vibe.
Yeah, it was really good how they tied that theme into kind of the middle point a little bit.
They did. And I think Ice Cube did it. I think he was the perfect voice for Superfly.
Yeah,
because he already got like that aggressive that intimidating voice as it is. So
exactly,
I thought it was pretty dope. What else?
What else did I like? I really love the art style. I feel like the style that they went with, like you said, it kind of mirrors Spider-Verse a little bit, but with this one being like even more gritty, I thought that was like such an interesting choice.
It was very gritty, very super gritty. It looked like a person who really don't know how to draw, but they got like a little bit of drawing skills.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I feel like the director and the producer, that was a good way to go.
Exactly.
It turned out to be such a stunning, beautiful movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you have anything you don't like? I really don't know if I have anything I don't like.
I do have something I don't like. The only thing that I didn't like about this movie was the Master Splinter.
Okay.
Because I'm so used to Master Splinter being so like sophisticated.
True.
He's so sophisticated, almost bougie. Yeah. But in this movie, he was like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Like, but I did like the take on Master Splinter, but I think I like him being a little bit more sophisticated and like Turtles, you know.
Right.
And this one, he was just like your old regular dad who don't know what he doing, but he got these boys and he trying to raise them the best he can. And
right.
I thought his love interest at the end was funny too.
That was funny.
Because I'm like, the OG Master Splinter ain't going for that. It looked like he's going with a silly putty monster. I don't know, but yeah.
I understand that, because I thought the same thing. I'm like, why is this Master Splinter not, the typical badass that we normally see? Like,
I'm used to Master Splinter being so sophisticated.
But I think they did that to like make sure he was as relatable as possible, because I related with.
You'll be able to relate to him, because like you will feel that same type of way.
Not just that, the part that I really thought they did an excellent job driving his empathy was when he tried to have like the surprise party for them.
Oh yeah.
But like teenagers do, we're just like, I'm trying to go back outside. I'm trying to go back outside.
I'm trying to go play the game.
Thanks for that.
Whatever. Your effort doesn't mean anything to us. Oh God.
And
teenagers
I really understood.
Aren't they?
Not that part for me was. It was both really relatable because I've been in the Turtles position, and then it made me relate to Master Splinter, because I'm like, man, that might be me in the future. Just like, you want to hang out? I got us. And be like, man, I'm going outside.
See ya.
I'm hopping on Fortnite 20 or something. How many times I did that to my
parents? I'm like, if you don't get my face.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'm about to go play Great Theft Auto San Andreas.
Exactly.
About to go to the mall.
And I think that's the reason why they went that way with Splinter.
Yeah, but that's the only thing. That's the only thing I didn't like. Everything I loved. I loved the fight scenes. I loved the story. I loved the way they subverted our expectations when they did meet Superfly. Superfly was nasty and gooey.
Right.
He's like, what's up, cousin? Yeah, like I would say, if you got family, or if you don't, if you just a big fan of the Ninja Turtles, like I said, the OG Ninja Turtles, even the Ninja Turtles a few years ago was really good. And I remember, I got a quick story. So I remember growing up, my Uncle Tweet, rest in peace, he had a Super Nintendo. And this is when I believe he just got back from the military or something. And he had a Super Nintendo at my granddad's house. And I used to play the OG Super Nintendo Ninja Turtle game, and was my first introduction to the game, and that game is so fire. Yeah. Like, I can remember bits and pieces where you were surfing in the sewer and stuff like that. And I used to sneak and play my uncle's game, Uncle Tween and Uncle Chris, actually. So that's cool. That's like my first introduction to the whole Ninja Turtle thing, and then those movies were so popular, and then now the Ninja Turtles is just such a big staple in culture. So
definitely, yeah.
That's not an easy task to do. Make a good Ninja Turtle movie.
True,
so
yeah.
that's, I'm
especially
like,
with it being, it felt so original and so fresh. It was like an original take on the kind of like it's almost like what they did with Joker, right?
Yeah.
It's like an original take on existing story.
Yeah, for
and that's what I really liked about it. Like they really executed it very well. Another one of my favorite parts was when they first were like, all right, we got to get all these criminals and stuff, and so they like had this montage of them fighting all those criminals.
The ones when they didn't even know what they was doing at first?
No, it was. I think it was. I don't know. It was later on, but remember, it was like a side scroll kind of action of them fighting the criminals. And I was like, man, it's like the video game, how they're just jumping through and all the chaos.
Because it's like very 2D. You're just going from left to right.
You just
like
going.
that.
It's just panning. I really liked that a lot. That part was so dope.
They did their thing. Like definitely looking forward to the sequel. I don't know how much they made at the box office. I believe maybe around 30 million, but you know the actors and nobody, they can't really promote the movie because of the strikes. So
right.
that probably took a hit. But to be honest, guys, 2023 blockbuster summer.
It's been pretty good.
It's been pretty good.
Honestly, this is like
the best blockbuster summer in a long time.
It's been like back-to-back hits.
Yeah,
and that's
back-to-back.
It's been pretty rare for the past few years.
Yes. So I'm just excited as a moviegoer and as a fan and as a filmmaker just to see all these good movies out.
Right.
I know people has been recommending, what's the movie? Oh, God. It's not a big popular movie, but it's doing extremely well. I believe it's about...
You talking about the scary one?
That one. But it's another one about sex trafficking or...
Oh, I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Somebody told me to go see it. They said it's doing it really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's doing really good.
Okay.
It's another one, too, I want to go see. Then we got to see Indiana Jones if we be able to see it before it slide out the theater.
Yeah,
but Ninja Turtles was really fun. I enjoyed it. Like,
definitely.
Like, I have no criticism.
Like, I'm honestly, I'm ready to watch it again. That's how much I enjoyed it.
I'm ready for the sequel.
Yeah, I'm ready for the sequel,
I'm ready for the
too.
sequel. Let's go ahead and just roll this trilogy out. Sethrogan and the team, they did it.
Yeah,
they rebooted
it.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, definitely.
They killed it.
Yep.
Sethrogan. And then I liked it, too, because everybody knows Sethrogan is a pothead, right?
Mm.
And he is an Xer. He's a Gen X.
I think so, yeah.
So you can feel all of that in this movie.
Oh,
so
yeah, definitely.
It was like his dream come true. Like, if I ever get a chance to make a Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, this is exactly how it's going to be. And you can definitely feel that, like, with the vibes, with the music, with the choices.
Definitely with the music,
yes,
for sure.
With the choices. Like, you can just feel it. Like, this is something he probably wanted to do since he was a kid, and he finally got the chance to do it, and they knocked it out the park.
Right.
Another one of my favorite parts, though, is I love the April in this. April was very different. April was black. She's a little thick.
Yeah, and she's very awkward. She's like a nerd.
Locks. The actor who's been playing April, this is her summer as well.
Yeah, she
plays on the bear.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
I know it's Ayo. I don't know her last.
Or
don't
something.
Even try. Don't
try.
No.
Girl, you was killing it though. You killing it.
She going crazy.
She kills it on the bear. She got like she do Big Mouth.
Right, yeah.
But she got like 2 other movies, I believe. She got a movie, I think it's called Movie Theater or something, Theater Camp. That's out. The Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Bear. Like, this is her summer. She's killing it.
She's going crazy.
Going crazy. Congrats. But I really love this April in this one.
Yeah.
Normally, the last April was the girl from Transformers. What's her name?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Very sexy. This one was just a regular girl. And I love that because, like, she kind of reflected the women like me who was like tomboys who is about to go to the movies to go kick it, to go watch the movie, with the guys or watch wrestling. I'm like, yeah, that's me all day. So it was cool to see myself represented on screen. So, yeah. Is there anything else we want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah, make another one. That's all I got to say.
Y'all go see it.
Yep.